and welcome to NFL Chaos with Jeremy. I am the Chaos, and this is my Wacky Wednesday show, episode 5? 5. Episode 5. Time is just flying by. It feels like just yesterday, Green Bean was on the show as my first guest, talking about how one day if I became the most famous person on YouTube, he would be the first guest of the show. I already see my guys here, Jets Mess, and Owen. What is going on? My day was, it wasn't bad. It's a lot of, hey, Brian Sill, how you doing, buddy? My day was some hard work. Because right now our cafeteria person is gone. They're on leave or something, right? So the situation is nobody knows how to run the cafeteria, the whole kitchen, cooking, the ovens. They don't know how to put the ovens on them. And I, unfortunately, am Mr. Passionate about running my school the right way. So I know how to do everything. So right now, I'm waiting for a new employee to sign on, and I'm going to train them how to do it. But for right now, I'm an assistant principal that's working the cafeteria all day long, and I'm physically exhausted. But it's not bad because I don't have to deal with behaviors and calling parents and all that stuff. Anyway, welcome John Post, Pure Adrenaline Sports, and my special guest this week is in the backstage area. I will introduce him in a second, right after this. A 1-15 team takes a running back. You just took your franchise quarterback. You had a running back. And I'd be pissed if I was a Jacksonville fan. I love that, talking about Green Bean. He'll never find out. Believe me, nobody knows better what it looks like when an organization is about to go to shit than a New York Jet fan. And Justin Fields proved that he can hold it together. He can regroup. It's okay if he struggles. And we got a big game against the Eagles, and maybe you need some energy, so wake up! We have every right to expect the Jets to win. Rich Samini, schmuck, putz. All right, you like that? I love that. Fire. Anyway, my special guest is, I'm just going to call him what he called himself. And you may have seen him because I know a lot of you watch Weapons Hot. So I'm just going to refer to him, and let me change it in the comments so you could, in my banner, so I could put his banner up. You could see. And see if any of you recognize this name or you recognize his face. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Big Nick.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
I love the opening, man. You got me fired up.
Yeah. I got a few of them. I'll play them later for you. I got like for my watch party show, and everybody loves that one, so I'll bring that one up too. But Let's say hello to everybody. We got Gitmo Bob in the house.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, he was commenting last week.
Yep. Gitmo's always he's always
I'll respect
there.
You too for working the cafeteria, brother.
Yeah. it's I do everything. There's nothing I haven't done on this campus and for this company. I've worked for this private charter company. What's up, J. Cole? Rusty's here, my boy Rusty Spooner.
What's up, Rusty?
He finds all the diamonds, man. Diamonds in the rough. For draft, he knows all the diamonds. Like
nice.
All the guys in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. But anyway, yeah, I was like, it's what people say. How do you become an assistant principal? How'd you do it? It's like knowing how to do everything. And it's like probably the truth with any company, right?
The more hats you wear, the more valuable you are.
Yeah.
You're not going to bring the cafeteria guy into the assistant principal's office, but you can bring the assistant principal into the cafeteria.
That's right. Well, it's a good feeling, feeding the kids and everything. And yeah. I already had changed things in there. They had kids who can't drink milk, and it was like basically whoever was, like, I'm not going to say any names, but the person I had working there was like, didn't do anything about it. It's like, I started ordering little containers of soy milk. I take care of these. They're like so happy since I took over. Nice.
Raise the bar, brother.
Raise the bar and say, this is how you're supposed to do it, But anyway, let's a little chat a little bit more about you. Okay, so you saw Big Nick on Friday night. How do you know CJ Simone? How did that happen? How did you end up on Weapons Hot?
I'm buddies with Jimmy Jardine.
Nice.
And Jimmy had invited me on. We've always talked about it, and life was a little chaotic, and Fridays were no good for me for a while. And thank you for the what a voice comment. I appreciate that. Flirting with me. And so Jimmy got me and asked me to come on, and then he wasn't unable to make it that night. And CJ and I think that was the night I met you. I think that was the first night I was on with you, right? Or that was the second week.
I didn't know that was your first night.
No, that was my second week.
Okay.
The second week, the first week I was on with Scott and Kevin and CJ, and then the second week was you. Yeah, so I met CJ then, and then we communicated and we clicked, and he said, he loved what I brought to the table, and said, "You're welcome on anytime." And then we did the show with you, and then we had a good time on that. So yeah, I like getting out there. I love talking Jets, as everyone will see. I pride myself in not having ridiculous takes. So I'm pretty level-headed, which is odd for a Jets fan, right? Like usually we're pie in the sky type of fans. But yeah, it's fun. I love talking about this team. Where we're going now is very exciting. So yeah, man, looking forward to it. This should be a fun
night. Most of the chat here is pretty level-headed about it. You'll find like Gitmo is very down to earth, very realistic. He's a realist. And what disrespect, J. Cole? I love you, Jay. What's the matter? I don't know why he's upset. Maybe I didn't say his name enough. I don't know. He's always here. J. Cole is one of my best, for sure,
rapper?
Supporters. I don't know. Is it the rapper, J. Cole? He tried to fix me up with his mom. I'm not kidding. You can't make this shit up. But Gitmo, man. Gitmo, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because nobody wants that job. And if they do, they don't know what they're asking for. Because I sure as hell didn't know what I was asking for. Nice. Yeah, you like that. You're the diamond miner. That's good. The diamond miner. It's like, look at Tom Bon Jovi riding in on his steel horse. He's wanted, dead or alive. I always mess that up. You have to go to Frankie from Flatbush if you want to hear it the right way. But what's up, Jets family? To my brother Tom Bon Jovi. He's like in this situation with you, Nick. He's got to get the kid to sleep and everything before he's ready to do business at night. He's got to call, talk to his kid, say goodnight, tuck his kid in, whatever. And take care of all that stuff. But anyway, we're going to start the Jets talk because that's why you're here. And there's a few things going around, a few topics I wanted to ask you about. But first, let's talk about how you became such a passionate Jet fan. Like what age, what era did you join? Tell us your whole Jet story.
I'm 43, so I was born in 78. And in 86, my grandfather took me to my first game. It was a birthday present, and it happened to be the Ken O'Brien, Dan Marino, 51-45, Wesley Welker walk-off in overtime game. And I became absolutely hooked at that moment. And I had rooted. I didn't have a team, but I remember football in 84, and I remember the 49ers and the Bears. And like I was debating on who I was going to be a fan of, right? And then I went to that game, and I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. I'm a Jet fan. This is going to be the greatest run ever. Yeah. Funny story to follow that up. About 4 or 5 years ago, Wesley's at one of the Jets games, and he's signing pictures. He's walking around the lot. We're walking in, and I tell him the story. I'm like, Wesley, you don't know this, but through domino effect, I'm an alcoholic because of you. I'm like, if I go back in my life and look the day I became a Jet fan and why I drink, I'm like, you're the first domino, bro.
Oh my God. You know how many people drink because of the Jets? Probably. We always say that everybody's experience with the Jets starts with trauma. It starts with pain. I mean, my first thing when I first got emotional about football and about a team, the first time in my life it like mattered was before the 83 year that we lost to Miami. Before that, the year before that, we made the wild card against Buffalo.
Is that the Richard Todd game?
Huh?
Is that the Richard Todd game?
Yes. Well, the Richard Todd game was against Miami. But the year before Richard Todd, we went all the way, we made it to the wild card game, which was a big deal, right? We made the playoffs. That was the first year we made it. And we're all excited. And I got a friend of mine, this guy Mike, in 5th grade. We were like watching. It was the first game I have a memory of watching, and we were losing, and we were coming back at the end, and we're at the 20-yard line, 22-yard line, and and talk about foreshadowing. Richard Todd fades back, throws an interception. And it broke my heart. And the next year, I was so hooked because that's the way to hook someone: break their heart, and come back and you want more, right?
You're not lying.
So the whole next year, I fell in love with the team. That's when I got like knowledgeable. I started, Klecko and Abdul Salam and Gastineau and Marty Lyons and just the whole sack exchange, and it was just amazing. It was an amazing run, and then we had our heart broken again, and it's been heartbreak ever since. But hey, Captain Keto's here. Captain K Techno, I mean, he is from Ireland, just so he's watching from Ireland right now. God only knows what time it is there. So, but he's always trying to stay up. And here's another famous name in Jets fan world, Friggle D. You can see him everywhere. You see him jumping around different rooms. But Friggle D's got great takes. He's a smart Jets fan. These are all smart dudes, man. These aren't like, we don't got any like, I call it the casual fan. Like the casual fan is the fan that wants to sign every big name that becomes available. It's like, did you hear Julio Jones is available?
It's the Madden player.
Yeah,
it's like the Madden player.
Huh?
It's the Madden player.
Yeah. It's like a glutton for punishment, right? I haven't learned that signing these big names to these multi-big year deals when you have no foundation to build on doesn't work. Right? Le'Veon Bell didn't teach me. Like you never learn, right? Like at what point do you learn?
Have you heard my rant about that? The New York Jets from 2010 to 2019, the full decade, spent the second most amount of money in free agency, $970 million, only second to Washington. It got us nothing.
Nothing.
So fans who keep wanting to do that and win free agency don't understand the Douglas plan. Joe Douglas was hired because he's not those general managers. Like the Johnsons finally figured it out, right? Yeah. Even though Chris was here for the hire, everyone, you're out of your mind if you don't think he's on the phone or on the FaceTime or the Zoom with Woody, and Woody was a part of the process. The best thing that they did was hire a guy like Douglas, and they gave him a 6-year deal, which is unprecedented for a first-time general manager, because Douglas went to them and said, we have to clear up your cap. We have to tear it down. We have to start from scratch. So everyone who says this is Douglas's, I know this might segue into one of the topics you wanted to get on, but you had to clean it up for 2 years before you could start the build, right? Like you had to demolish the shitty structure. You had to rebuild it from underneath the ground. You had to get a good base. And now you can start to ascend. And now you can start to climb. You know, the first year of Salah last year, the day he got hired, him and his staff, they sat down and wrote detailed reports about every position, the skill sets they need, the skill sets they don't desire for the schemes. And coincidence, we had the best fucking draft we've had maybe in team's history? No, there's not. You know, that people complain about the year before, but I don't ever remember hearing anything about Gase giving detailed reports, or other coaches for that matter, giving the detailed reports and sitting with the staff and telling what they do and don't like. Felt like we were rolling the dice. The front office didn't match the coaching. They were never in tune. They were never on the same timeline. So it's refreshing to see the structure set up the right way with this organization for once, to know that this is Joe Douglas's program. Everything goes through Joe Douglas, right? Salah reports to Joe. Joe then just tells the owners, I need this check signed. I need this check signed. Like I can picture it. Like Joe just has his assistant walk in. Joe said, sign these. And then the Johnsons just fucking do it because they are hands off.
Yeah.
And people say all the time, sell the team, sell the team. Oh, fuck. You think fucking Robert Kraft knows about football? No. He was ballsy. He made a trade for Belichick, and it was the greatest decision he ever made, so he looks like a genius. Yeah. None of these fucking owners, look at Jerry Jones. Cowboys haven't won shit since he thought he could do what Jimmy Johnson did and draft players. They haven't won a fucking title.
I say it all the time. It's like it's the owner that keeps out of it and finds the right football guy and and realizes that they are no more than a fan. And a fan can't run a football team as much as every fan thinks they can.
You're a business owner, right? When you're the CEO of an organization, You hire all these people to make decisions for you. You deal with the media. Your name is on the company, but you're not making daily decisions that affect operations. And that's how a football owner should be.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I don't understand, and it confuses me because, and I do I think people who are, when I say casual fan, they listen to the beat. They're doing what we did when I think of myself, 18, 19, 20 years old, right? We joked about it in the pizzeria, reading the daily news, right? But now you're listening to people like Rich Cimini. Now you're listening to, it's all internet based. It's all clickbait. It's to get you to click. It's like they want negativity. They want to catch your attention and get you to click on their links.
Well, it's the media, right? The media is all what? Propaganda now. It's all about agenda. It's all about propaganda. It's
not about reporting facts.
Yeah.
Right?
I will say this. I'll open this can of worms because I know you said we might go for a while, so we could touch a lot of things.
Yeah.
In the late 90s, early 2000s, when the internet first came about and you started getting daily pages you could go to and see all of the articles on your team, I despised Cimini when he was Daily News Days. He's grown on me, and he's by far my favorite Jet writer to read. Like, I won't read Costello. I won't read anyone else. I'll read Rich's stuff. And here's why he's grown on me. He tells it how it is. If we're a shit team, he can't be a credible reporter if he's trying to make it like sunshine and rainbows, right? You got to be honest. When there's good things going on, he gives good, positive articles. But he has the job of covering a team that hasn't been very successful. So throughout my years of reading him, I've learned to. He stopped his digs. He used to always take cheap shots. Going about probably right after our run with Rex, because we were a bit of a laughingstock with Rex and the tattoo and the shit with his wife. So he would take some digs at them. But I think the last couple of years, I don't know if he's aged, or he's hit a part where he's got his future all set up and he's good and he's in cruise control now. So he's not that aggressive, over the top attack anymore. But Cimini's grown on me throughout the time.
I think the problem we have with Cimini is not like the people that are against him, and a lot of the people that in this chat is not so much his writing or his articles or telling the truth or being negative. I think it's the questions he asks the players in the press conferences where he tries to trap and bait them to say things. I think that's the problem we have with him, that he seems to ask these kind of trap questions to get up, like, what does the defense got to do to get better? And but he asks it in a way, and then if they don't answer it, he'll jump on them to because he wants his story. Like who would you replace? And it's like the second that player says, "Oh, I want to replace," we need to improve in this area. It becomes, oh, so-and-so says that these players are weak on the team. The
questions are clickbait, right? The questions itself are the clickbait for the guys that are asking. They want to get them to bite on it. They want to get them, right?
Right.
But that's their job in general, right? They want to get a story. Each reporter might have an agenda with a story they want to write on, and you give them one quote, and now they can write their story about it because you bit.
Right.
It's like journalism 101. Get them to talk about something they don't want to talk about, and then you can run with it.
Right. And I just, and it's probably not those guys anyway. To getting back to the point of what I was saying before, is what I don't understand is how a Jet fan right now today, and it was what you dug into it, you touched on it a little bit before, doesn't see what's going on with our team right now. Yeah. In other words, all they see is the record. We still suck, 4-13. And Joe Douglas sucks, and Mims, and right. So first of all these people that are saying Joe Douglas sucks because of the 20 draft and Mims and all this, they all wanted Mims. Okay, when Green Bay traded up to take Jalen Hurts, their number one YouTube provider, Tom Grassi, right, who has 200,000 followers, he was watching the draft live, and when Green Bay was about to pick and trade it up, he was like, Mims, everybody wanted, tons of fans from all teams were were huge on Mims, right?
I did.
Now all of a sudden, it's Joe Douglas' fault. He wasn't even in full control. He had to split that draft with Gase. They want to blame him for Becton as if Becton's not a great tackle. He is a great tackle. It's a player role.
He's a great run blocking tackle, right, at this point. He's a great run blocking tackle.
We have to see about if he's going to develop.
He's got to, and we didn't get to see it this year, right?
Yeah.
And what sucks is there was no growth or development this year. So you got a guy going to his third year who might still be at rookie level pass protection, right? Because he doesn't have the game experience to evolve and learn from his own film. So I'm concerned about him.
Right. But there are people saying he's trash already, and it was a big mistake. I think it's a little too early to feel that way. We have to see what's going to happen with them.
The main thing I can question about Becton is a couple of the stories that came out. The coaching staff said he taps out too much of games and practices, wants to get off the field, thinks he's injured all the time. That kind of shows me that you might not have that commitment to the game. You want to be the football celebrity player, but you don't want to put in the work to be great. Like your first contract is enough for you to live for the rest of your life, right?
Right.
So my concerns are, do you want to be great? Are you going to put the work in? I've said this. I don't know if I said it on my own podcast. I do. That come the draft, the week before the draft, if he's not in shape, he's not ready to go, I got no problem drafting a left tackle. If you think Neal or Ekwonu can go in and start from day one, okay, then we'll figure out the rest with you later. Because if you're not committed, or I'll even try to move you draft day and get somebody who they feel is more suited to A, be there every day, B, want to be great. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that if the Jets take a Neal or Ekwonu, I think it's telling that that's the real behind the scenes look. If they pick one of those guys, that means there's a concern about Becton for sure.
100%.
Otherwise, because if there's not a concern about Becton, we only take Ekwonu if we plan to play him at right guard, right? And to eventually replace George Font.
Yeah.
If we're not concerned about Becton. If we're concerned about Becton, if we take Neal or we take Ekwonu to be tackle, or Cross, hell yeah, we're concerned about Becton. Yeah. Why would we do that? I don't see any evidence either way. I mean, because I haven't heard anything from them directly. I want to say I've looked at a lot of.
And that's the great thing about this regime. You don't hear a fucking peep.
You don't hear a fucking thing, so we don't.
You don't. All these reports. Oh, the Jets are thinking about trading 10. Bullshit. Nobody associated with the Jets has fucking talked.
That's right.
Since Douglas got here, it has been fucking tight-lipped, and no rumors have come out at all.
No, the only thing we had a clue on was Morgan Moses. That's because there were pictures of him entering the building.
Well, there was reports that he spoke to media. That I'm going to Florham Park. I'm going to visit the Jets after
it wasn't a secret. His agent was advertising.
Yes, they released it, but the Jets
and that's a negotiating tactic because he wants.
You want it out there that there's more interest in your player, so the offer climbs, right?
Yeah. Now, I do want to say I've seen some videos and pictures of Becton, and the last thing you'd think if you looked at him was that he was overweight. He looks like a big, monstrous, strong offensive tackle. He does not look like a fat, overweight tackle. I just want to say that for the record.
The last I just saw a picture of him this weekend. His girlfriend is pregnant, and they had baby shower or gender reveal, whatever these new fucking generation does. The gender reveal used to just be they did the fucking ultrasound, like, it's a boy. Oh, cool, thanks. That was it.
Now it has to be a big event.
Now it's got to be a big production and another day to celebrate us. Shut the fuck up. Only you and your spouse care about the sex of the baby.
Right.
But anyway, getting off the pop culture aspect of life. He's got a baggy shirt on. He's got baggy pants on, big jacket, like a hoodie type of jacket. Can't tell, right? Like, you're 6'7" and 360 pounds. You look big in every fucking picture. You know what I mean? You're never gonna look like Pee Wee Herman standing there.
Right. So
I'm 6'3", 285, so I'm a big dude. I look big in every picture. The only time I look small is if I'm next to somebody bigger. Like I met Willie Colon at a game a few years ago. I'm like, damn, I look small. Yeah.
I mean, either way, we're gonna find out. We're gonna know the truth. We're gonna see. It's gonna unfold. I think that it's like. I don't think someone should be overconfident and say it's not a problem. It's not a big deal. You shouldn't be concerned at all. And I don't think someone should say, "Oh, it's definitely a problem. He's not going to be our tackle." I think that, and what you said is Joe Douglas, to Robert Saleh, they're all tight-lipped. We don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to see it. The best thing that we could do as Jet fans is hope, because we don't want to have to start over again and waste draft capital, picking a new tackle when we've already, used an 11th pick.
Like, the best word for the whole situation is hope. Like, and we're Jets fans. Like, we're eternally hopeful, right? That's why we look forward to the offseason every year. We hope this is the year that it all changes. With Becton, all we can do is hope he cares enough about football to get his body right, get his mind right, and the desire to go be elite. Right? It only helps us, right? It hurts. It's not a massive fail because we have 2 first-round picks this year. So if you gotta say, if Douglas and Saleh, and I'm just throwing this scenario out there, it's not what I believe. Let's preface that. I know how people react. If it comes to the point where they're like, got to cut ties, he doesn't care about it. He hasn't put himself in that position, or he's not there mentally. Respect to Douglas and Saleh for not carrying the dead weight, for not going into another year of Wayne Hunter. You know what I mean? For not and I'm not putting him on that level. It's just thinking of a guy who didn't really do well at football.
Right.
So we'll see. It's to be determined. I don't think you can draw a fine line on any side. Every Jets fan's got to be in the gray area right now on Becton because he hasn't shown he's going to be there.
Right. And the reality is that we're no longer an organization that leaks and shows its cards, and we just don't know.
Yeah, we're not going to know until we get the Bleacher Report alert that says Jets trade Becton. Like, there's going to be no leading up to it.
Right. Right. No, I agree 100%. And so to me, it's like, let's be hopeful. Let's hope for the best. I think we're going to gain information in free agency. But anyway, moving on. After 2020, we go to 2021. Okay. And then before that, even, I just want to point out, like, for these Jet fans that don't understand the organization and think we're just shit, same old Jets, right? The 2020 draft, okay, that's one piece. Then we look at the trade that Joe Douglas made for Jamal. So Jamal Adams is not happy. He already wants to renegotiate his contract. He's a safety who wants big money. He wants to be the highest paid safety. He starts throwing shit at the entire team. You'd think that every team's mouth is watering because we can get this guy on the cheap. The Jets are in trouble. We're in a miserable position because we're stuck with a problem, a cancer, who's already thrown insults out. And out comes Joe Douglas and somehow fucking finds a way to fleece the shit out of Seattle, right?
It's
and
a
get
quarterback type of return for a guy who he gets a quarterback type of return, 2 ones and a 3. That's quarterback level compensation. That's pass rusher compensation for a guy who can't cover and doesn't get turnovers.
Right.
Remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable.
Unbelievable, right? One of the best trades of the 2000s, even. I mean, and it's not even unfolded fully yet. Like AVT, we got to see his career. We got to see what we do with this number 10 pick. But it's like already people are calling it the swindle of the century, right? So,
and the Darnold trade too. Like, every trade Douglas has made has been fucking remarkable.
Yeah. I mean, the Panthers trade Bridgewater and get a 6th round pick, and Bridgewater's better than Darnold.
And we got a 2, a 4, and a 6.
It's ridiculous.
A 2, a 4, and a 6 for Darnold, the way he performed here, coming off of Gase. Holy shit.
Yeah. Guys, it's unbelievable,
like,
right?
I need Joe Douglas to sell me to, like, supermodels. Like, I'll have one on each arm, bro. Like, Joe Douglas just has to make a call and be like, you really want to date this guy? Boom, my phone's going to be blowing up.
So, I mean, okay, and then we come into the 21 draft, right? And now this is after the fact. People are saying, like, this year now, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, now people are saying Joe Douglas is on the hot seat. What? He takes Zach Wilson, who, again, we don't know. We're hopeful he progressed. He showed good signs at the end. That's an undecided pick so far. but half the GMs in the league, more than half, would have picked him in that spot. So he didn't do anything crazy. He didn't do any kind of reach or anything. He did what over 50% of the GMs that if they needed a quarterback would do in that spot. That's what the Niners would have done. If we didn't take Zach Wilson, they were all over it, right? So then he makes an aggressive trade for AVT. And then let's look at his picks from there, right? He gets Elijah Moore in the second round. He looks like he's going to be special. He gets Michael Carter in the fourth round, who looks like he's going to be an elite running back. Very, very, definitely not crazy to say he can become an elite RB1, top 10 running back in the league from what we saw as a rookie. He goes out and he gets Michael Carter, the second rookie year already. Some people say top 5, top 8. I could even say top 10. It doesn't matter. He's already an effective starting slot corner.
Yeah.
Right? And who am I forgetting? Eccles is, if he doesn't get any better and progresses, okay, he's a depth guy. But if he gets better and takes jumps forward, it's like, oh my God, we might have a good, decent, solid CB2 in him.
And you didn't mention Pinnock.
Right. Pinnock, who's looking like he might become a really good safety.
And Sherwood got hurt early.
Right, unfortunately. But it's like, to me, like, I'm thinking, how are you down on this GM? How many times have you seen so many rookies contribute to a team and look as good as these young guys look?
Yeah. Now, here's the most promising part of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to add blue chip talent. That's what we're missing, right? Like, we don't have the edge rusher. We don't have the stud linebacker. We don't have the stud receiver. You know, we're missing a couple linemen. We don't have a tight end. We don't have blue chip talent everywhere. As we do get blue chip talent, and maybe some of the guys from this draft fall back into role players, the depth on the team will be so much better. So that if we do sustain injuries to our blue chip talent, guys with starting, playing, couple hundred snaps already in the league after 1 year have that experience to step in.
Yep.
That's the Rams fan? What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, so
I commented with him last week.
Yeah. Payo Time is he is the LA Rams content provider.
Payo Time, I want to say on behalf of America, thank you for ending Tom Brady. God bless you. I said it in the comments last week, but now I'll verbally say it. God bless you. America loves the Rams. You were America's team this past weekend. Thank you.
No question. And he says if you could pick one book for every player and coach on the Jets to read over the offseason, what would you force them to read? And my answer to that is very simple, because it's a book that changed my career and my professional life. And the book is called Good to Great.
Okay.
And I definitely would want the management to read it, but I have no problem with every player reading it, because I believe everybody should try to be a leader. And Good to Great is the best how to be a leader or leadership book I've ever read.
Okay.
Yeah. That's mine. I don't know if you have an answer to that.
I'm going to say the Bible, because you can't be right in life until you're right with God. So right. That's me. I'm not a big religious guy, but if Elijah Moore, man, I love what he brings to humanity, and he's a huge, huge believer in God.
Yeah.
For those who don't follow him on Twitter, AJ Brown said that he praises Elijah Moore for helping him get right with his mental health. Yeah. You know, I'm not pushing religion or anything on the show here, but that would be my thing. You can't be right with you until you're right with God.
Amen. Tell your truth. You're answering the question the way you want to answer it. That's fine. I respect that. I like that. It's good.
And what was the name of yours again? Because you piqued my interest, but you kind of glipped.
It's called Good to Great.
Good to Great?
Good to Great. And it's like the main theory is that it's about a lot of people stop at being good. Stop it being enough. And it's like, but let's study, and it studies a whole bunch of case studies of companies who didn't stop and went to greatness. And and out of 12 companies studied compared to their competitors, they said, what are the traits of these 12 companies? And 11 of them had unique traits versus their competitors that the competitors didn't have, that lined up with each other across 12 different industries. So it's just a really fascinating read, because you get to see, this is what's important. And one of the things that the key things is the number one thing that differentiates companies, I think, and this will make total sense, are the people.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it's not just the players in that respect. It's everyone from the bottom to the top, and it trickles down from the top. But it's the people, and that's why when people got mad at Frisella, said it's not my job to inspire and motivate these people. Technically, he's right. If you're building and finding the right people, if you have the right players and the right people on your bus, you should not have to inspire them. The right people
coincides to what Joe Douglas is doing now, right?
Yeah.
He's drafting guys who've been captains. If you have a team full of leaders, you don't need anyone to be led. Right. Kind of coincides with what you just said, right?
Yeah.
So if we have a team of guys that all know how to elevate themselves and elevate others, it's endless where this team can go.
Yep. Yep. I just want to say to J. Cole out there, he made a request. He wants me to bring him on one day to do a mock draft. J. Cole, you got it. We'll do it.
It's my favorite thing in the world, man.
Yeah. Well,
you saw the one that I nailed.
I loved it. That was great. I mean, I told him, I said, he says it would mean everything to him. I mean, he's here supporting me every day. I'm not going to say no to him. I'll let him on. We'll do a draft. I'm just worried he's going to try to set me up with his mom again.
Hey, whatever it takes, man.
I'm married.
That's got to be more enjoyable than the hot sauce shit you did. Whatever it takes, brother.
I'll do anything for a sub. I'll do anything for a sub. You know that.
Yeah, I'll hook up with your mom. No worries. I got you.
So Friggle D is a very big fan in MC1, Michael Carter. Yep. So am I, man. We're excited about him. At the end of the day, and I forgot about John Post, that John Post is here. John Post is a big time, he has a Pure General Fantasy Sports channel, but he's also he's all of our moderators. I go on his show a lot to be the Jets expert in his fantasy sports channel.
Okay.
And with him, and it's a good guy.
So you don't get to talk much, right?
Huh?
Hasn't been much great fantasy production at the Jets. You don't get to talk much on there, right?
Yeah, well, I was right. I called the whole Elijah Moore thing right when he got hot. I said, pick up Elijah Moore if you don't got him. And the people in legacy leagues are really happy. There's a couple of guys who were like, thank you so much for making that recommendation. So, it's going to work out for them.
For all the viewers, obviously, most of them don't know me. I have been very big on this comparison since the day he walked on the rookie camp and took over the field. Antonio Brown without the drama or the personal issues. Antonio Brown's not the biggest guy, but he played bigger than he was because his route running and his cuts were so outstanding. Same thing with Moore. A lot of times you see wide receivers where they make a cut, and when they plant that foot, they slow down, allowing the defenders to close in or the safety to break on it. They accelerate and don't decelerate, I should say, through their cuts. That's why how many times did you see Antonio Brown do an out or a comeback route, and he's backpedaling, catching the ball here uncontested? And then you see these big, slower, methodical receivers, and it's got to be a jump ball or it gets batted down. But when you can make your cuts and your routes without losing your speed, you are going to be a very, very successful NFL player. And you saw it this year with Moore, with the games where he was blowing up. He's wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dogging guys on cuts, and just Wilson, and then and it was White, and it was Flacco. Everybody's just we're getting the ball to this kid. He's the most reliable, dependable receiver we have.
So
it's gonna be fun to watch him grow, develop, and get to those high levels. I wouldn't expect elite fantasy numbers, because we're going to be like the 49ers, right? We're going to be a run-first team. Debo had 3 catches, 39 yards the other day, but he was still the best guy on the field.
Right.
So it's going to be making the most of the opportunities. We're going to be a run-first team, and then we're going to hit play action. And I don't think Zach will have many 30-touchdown seasons, but 25, 3,500, that's the range that we're going to be in, and that those could be 12, 13-win seasons eventually.
Right.
Because we are going to pound it and play defense.
We're not building up to be a great fantasy team. We're building up to be a great team. So and if you want to know my love for Elijah Moore, when you go into my channel, go into all my videos and go back to my first. Not the first thing I ever did was a watch party. The second thing I ever did was Elijah Moore lets out my inner chaos, and you'll see there's that video that I made. It's my first video that I presented on this channel. I got the first jersey I bought in the last 10 years was an Elijah Moore jersey. And it's me calling that touchdown, going crazy because he's my boy. Like, that's my guy. Like, Elijah Moore's my guy. I love him, man. I think he's absolutely, and I agree with you. It's not about a numbers thing. He is going to not only help the team when we need him to make big plays and make tons of amazing plays, but just like you were saying before, he's going to help us in the locker room. He's going to become and develop into one of the great leaders that we've ever had in the locker room. I have no question about it. Yeah. He's going to help guys stay on the straight, stay straight and keep their lives together and keep everybody focused. He's going to be an incredible locker room presence.
Yep.
No question about it. So here's an interesting question from SG31 Black, who is new, I think, to at least commenting in the chat. So that's cool. Thanks for joining us. He wants to know, do you think Cam Clark can be the starting right guard in 2022?
No. And that's no knock on Cam Clark. He was drafted before we switched over to the zone blocking scheme. And I don't think that the Salah regime, they're not going to try people out. Clark, with all the injuries we had this year, did he even get on the field? As bad as Van Rotten played, he didn't get out there. So I think he's just an emergency super depth piece where, like, all the line would have to get COVID and be out for a game for him to see action.
Well, but if he can even, right? Because I think there's some serious health issues too. So I don't know what his status even is.
That's right. He did that. Sure. Right. But I think you saw it last year. The first move they do is they trade up and they go get Vera Tucker. They go get that massive guard. I'm big on Tomlinson from the 49ers because he comes from that scheme. I think his first name is Laken, Laken, Laken Tomlinson.
I remember I heard Tomlinson. I was actually watching a video from that kid. The kid, Jude Jets. He's a great. I mean, he's the best kid on the internet on YouTube. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But he was talking about Tomlinson from the Niners. I was like, holy shit, he's a free agent. I was excited to hear that.
Yeah. The last 2 weeks, I've been keying on him watching the 49ers play, and if you add him, and then you put Fant back at right tackle. And McGovern didn't play bad at center. I know a lot of people want Linderbaum, and if we maneuver the draft and have a couple ones, if we add 2 of the ones that we have already, I have no problem adding Linderbaum. But we have so many more needs that McGovern can be a plug guy for 1 more year. So I'm not on the we have to get Linderbaum train because I think we have so many other needs elsewhere. That are more pressing, where the upgrade from what we have to what we draft will be greater there than from McGovern to Linderbaum. But you go in with Becton, AVT, McGovern, Tomlinson, Fant. That's a really, really – and he's 30 years old, so he's been in the league for a while. You give him a 3-year deal. Like you gave Fant a 3-year deal. You gave McGovern a 3-year deal. You buy yourself time before you have to fill that position with a draft piece.
Right. Well, I got to tell you, I go different directions, and everybody here knows that when they watch my mocks, because I'll do different things and take different strategies. I think the way we're positioned, there's so many. I'm not going to be furious with what Joe Douglas does. Like he can go 2 or 3 totally different directions, and I'm not saying there's obviously a preference that I have. But I'm not going to be furious, meaning I don't feel so strongly about what I want him to do with those first 2 picks that I'm going to be angry because whatever he does, because we have so many holes to fill, I'm going to be excited for something. Like if
whatever we pick, we got to hit with though, right? Like that's the most important thing. I don't care what you pick, fucking hit with it.
Just fucking hit, right? So if he went, if an edge slipped and we grab one of the 2. And then he picked with number 10, let's say, or he trades it down a little and gets Dean. right? So he trades down 5 or 6 spots. He gets the Kobe Dean. I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
Let's say he gets one of those edge guys and he trades down a little bit. Dean goes and he takes Traylon Burks. Not my first choice, but I'm okay because if that hits, holy shit, Elijah Moore, Traylon Burks.
I love Burks because to me, if you're building the 49er team, you got Ayuk and Moore. Now you got Debo and Burks. You got the 6'3", 226, 5XL hand guy. That screams Debo Samuel to me.
Yeah.
You go watch the game against Alabama this year, and he was the best player on the field against Alabama. Go watch that. Google the Alabama-Arkansas game this year. If you are not a Treylon Burks fan, you will be after you watch this game. I promise you guys.
Yes. So there's just so many different things. And if both guys are gone, and this is, I know a lot, it's unpopular with people, but let's just say he did it. Let's say he took Hamilton, right? Then he trades down again and he grabs Lloyd or Nakobe Dean, or he takes Treylon Burks. Okay, maybe wasn't my first choice. I'm not furious.
Let me add this to that.
I'm excited because I think Hamilton might be fucking Ronnie Lott or Troy P. Or like I'm hopeful. I'm hoping. Oh, please let him hit as long as he hits.
If we do go Hamilton, I want another defensive player with it. I want a Lloyd or a Dean. I'll even take fucking Jordan Davis up on the D line because if you put Jordan Davis next to Quinnen, now you got a massive body that can consume a double team. And it frees up Quinnen more for one-on-ones. Because if you have Lawson, Quinnen, Jordan Davis, Myers, or another guy at edge, you got Huff. Don't forget, Myers was playing his best football when he had Huff. When Huff went out, Myers was able to be neutralized because Huff was bringing some speed on the other side.
Yep.
So Myers, you can move in and out. Myers can move into D-tackle on pass rushing downs. He can play end on run downs and have a bigger, more stout physical line. But whoever we pick has to hit. Like I'm almost like double up. Pick one side of the ball. Whatever we do in free agency, like you said earlier, which was a great point, we'll have a clearer idea of where we might go draft-wise. But just get great somewhere. These 4 picks. Before you get such a hard on for Burks, watch Eric Ukanama. Where's he from?
I forget where he's from, but he'd be cheaper. He's projected like you get him third round, 4th round.
Okay. And Rusty,
so we have to look him up.
Too late, man. I already got the hard on.
I think
not at 10 though. I will say not at 10.
Well, Rusty finds the diamonds in the rough, but all diamonds are in the rough are a gamble, right? Like we both love Jeff Gunter from Coastal Carolina, a defensive edge, but admittedly, those are throwing darts. Like they might hit, and we might look brilliant.
There's a reason they're in the rough, right?
Right.
Because there's question marks about them. They haven't shown that elite, consistent talent.
Exactly, and Treylon Burks is obviously a lot safer to be a stud in the NFL because you could see it like who he's played against. When you light up Alabama, you're lighting up future NFL players.
That's an NFL secondary. That's better than 10 secondaries in the league right now, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all going to be first-round picks in that secondary.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny because I talk about, I know we've kind of had a lot of trauma and we've been burned by taking interior defensive linemen so early in a lot of drafts during, in the last decade. But the reality is there's a lot of guys in the 2nd and 3rd rounds, and a lot of them in my mocks, I'll go defensive tackle. And I know it's unpopular with people, but we need help. We need help there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah,
you saw us. We couldn't defend the run. We couldn't fucking stop the run. How do you not
getting gashed right up the middle? You know why Quincy Williams and Mosley had so many tackles? Because of 278 tackles between the two of them. Because our fucking D line wasn't tackling anybody because they were getting neutralized. We played Philly, big line, fucking destroyed us.
Yeah.
When you look at the 49ers, again, because this is Salah on the floor. This is why I keep referencing them. The first playoff game against the Cowboys, they rotated 9 defensive linemen in like the first 8 plays. They rotate linemen. They got different guys with different skill sets. You need a Jordan Davis to go in and can stuff the run. I like Fatukasi, but he's not that big. against the bigger, more powerful guard, he was neutralized.
Yeah. So Rusty is asking us to do something on the fly, kind of without.
Okay.
I don't know that
little Rusty producing the show. I like it. Ballsy.
I don't know that I'm allowed. I don't know the rules about how I can show YouTube. Like if I looked him up right now, I think I have to hit pause a lot, and I'm okay playing his video.
I'm not sure. I've never streamed myself.
Yeah, let me. I think I have to hit pause a lot, and I'm okay. Oh, wait a second.
I'm not sure.
I've
never streamed myself. If you're streaming in YouTube.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was my the YouTube is behind. I just opened up YouTube and it's my video playing. So we're just
I heard. I was like, am I hearing shit?
Hey, check this out. You want to talk about a super fan? J. Cole, man. He wants me at his wedding. And
J. Cole,
get married. I don't know when he spells my name like this, too. J. Cole, don't ever spell my name correctly. Spell it like this forever, please. It's our special thing.
Jeremy.
To him, I'm Jeremy. Let me try to do a search here. I aim to please, Eric. I aim to please. Okay, wait a second. I got to bring it back. I'm sorry. Not Rusty. Okay, so let me find that thing. Okay, so I can see how to spell his name. Let's see if we can find a good video on him.
EZUKANMA. Eric with a K.
EZUKA. Okay. There must be a lot of them in the world because I got to actually spell the first name out for it to. Oh, here we go. Highlights. Let's bring it up here. Okay, I'm going to. We're going to do something so long. How long is this video? Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'll put the sound on. I don't know if it's going to work, but actually, let me do a share screen. I never did this before, so it's kind of cool. Never tested it. Never did anything like this before. Okay, just so everybody can appreciate the balls I have to do this. Okay. Share system audio. Okay, let's see if that's probably going to make it work. So, okay, so we can see right now. I'm going to make it full screen. And let's watch some of his shit.
Freshman record, and he's one of just two freshmen in the history of the FBS of the 600-yard passing game. And he's going to take a shot downfield.
What'd you think of that catch?
It lagged. The entire video lagged. I didn't get to see it.
Oh, really?
It glitched from the moment he snapped it, and then I saw him laying out of bounds.
Okay, let me try it again.
Freshman record, and he's one of just two freshmen in the FBS with a 600-yard passing game. He's going to take a shot downfield, laying out Eric Ezukama, who really emerged down the stretch.
Rusty, what's his size, height, weight?
Yeah, Rusty, put it in the chat. What's his size, weight, height, all that good stuff?
If you have hand measurements.
Yeah, J. Cole, we'll watch your highlights too one day. Okay. Apparently, J. Cole's a player too.
Not if you're getting married. You can't be a player no more if you're getting married.
That's right. 6'3", 205-ish. Okay.
Okay.
Let's play a little bit more.
6'3", 205 is more like a Keelan Cole body.
Look at that. I paused it right in the right spot. Look how open he is, though.
Yeah.
How did he get that open?
That's that air raid system, though, man. They flood it. They confuse the defenses. Yeah. That's that Texas Tech air raid offense.
Right.
Bowman, end zone, Ezukama finishes it.
So here's a crazy thought. You don't have to, there's a possibility they take a Burks, a London, or whatever in the first 2 rounds at receiver. If they did, if this guy's around in the 4th round, there's no saying we wouldn't grab him as you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's room. There's a lot of guys we need to get rid of that we need to look. So there's no guarantee we wouldn't take this guy also if
And
Joe
with
doesn't
having 2 4s and 2 5s, we have some ammunition where if we like a guy, we have 2 1s as of now, 2 1s, 2 2s, a 3, 2 4s, 2 5s. If there's a guy that we like or multiple in the 3rd round, we could take a 4 and a 5, move up into 3 and get somebody. If there's someone, Douglas has shown he will maneuver around the draft. He will fall back, get some extra picks. Like going into the draft, we don't have a 6 or a 7. I would not be shocked if we move down with these picks because of how much they trust their scouting and how much they trust their process, and add more 4s and 5s or 6s, even 7s, just because of the way they work the process, right?
Yeah.
The more chips or the more tickets you have in the lottery that is in the NFL draft, better chance you have of hitting.
Yeah. Well, I so far I like that. I like his hands. I like that he uses his hands to catch the ball. I like his height, and I like that he's able to go up and get the ball.
And what an opening
Can I
drive.
say something?
Let's watch this.
Word for word with what you just said about him is how I felt about Denzel Mims. Word for word. I like his height. He goes and attacks the ball. He gets it at the high point. He's physical. He's got good size. Like everything. I held my hand up before. I was huge on Mims. Huge on Mims. Jumped out of my seat when we traded back and still got him.
Gitmo Bob is always the realist.
Yeah, but what I'm saying by that is you have your speedy guy in Moore. Now you need that big physical guy for this scheme. You need that big, powerful guy. That's what I mean by Debo. Not saying he's going to be that level of player, but you have that big physical,
right,
can take the slant and outrun everybody, even as a big dude type of player. And that's what Burks is. I'm not saying we're going to be lining him up in the backfield and he's going to be Cordell Patterson or used like Debo. But in this system, in this scheme, you got a speedy guy. Now you have your big guy. And then we got to get the athletic tight end. Like, we're going to build what the 49ers have. So I'm just looking at them as a comparison.
Let's not fool ourselves, though. Joe Douglas, as a GM, he's probably looking at the floor. He doesn't want a guy like he's probably balancing the conservativeness of not taking someone who can bust. He's trying to take a sure thing who has a lower floor. But his goal is to find a Debo. That's his goal. He wants to find superstars because every great team has great players. Like San Francisco has Kittle. They have Debo. They have this kid Tomlinson at guard, right? Every great team has great players. You have to we have to bring in quality. You want to not miss. You want to bring in guys that have like a horrible floor, and you want guys that are definitely going to be contributors. But at the same time, you're hoping they're going to become stars and great players, right? So, I wanted to say something about Mims, though. The one thing that we didn't yes, it's true. We talked about Mims' size, and he can go up and get the ball, and he has great hands. But all those things are true about him. And if he's playing in another team that fits him better, maybe he ends up being okay. Yeah. I don't know. But what I think what we need to add to our criteria for a wide receiver is crisp route runner and gets off the line of scrimmage quickly.
Yep.
Because we have to think about the West Coast offense and the way it's designed. You have to be the kind of player who can know every play, a whole playbook of plays, and instead of just running one route, the whole point of the West Coast offense is you have one of 3 possibilities. So you're going to break off the line of scrimmage, and you have to make a decision based on what the defender is doing, and you have to choose right, because which route you're going to pick based on that defender, Zach Wilson, if he looks your way, he's reading the same thing, and if you're wrong, if the defender's in a place and you run the wrong route, Zach Wilson throws an interception maybe because he is throwing inside because of what the defender's doing. So the wide receiver has to be in sync with Zach Wilson. You have to understand the complexity of the play. Like, if this guy is covering me and he is above me and to my left, I'm breaking left, or right.
Excuse me.
And you have to know that your quarterback is going to assume that, and the ball might be there when you make that break. So I think that's what we have to look for in these receivers. I don't know if this footage is going to show that, but you know that they can get the all 22 on college football, and they can, they'll look into these kind of things.
Something to add on with what you just said. Yeah. Down the end of the year, when Davis, Moore, and Crowder were all out, fans are going crazy. Why is Zach holding on to the ball? Why is he running around? Maybe he's not forcing it because the receivers aren't on the same page as him, because there's receivers 5, 6, 7, and 8, even deeper maybe. But when time we were playing a wide receiver Black, never even heard of him the whole year. He's practice squad guy, and now he's forced to start. So you saw Zach Wilson holding on to the ball, but I'd rather him hold on to the ball than throw picks, right? We'd all lose our mind if he's throwing pick after pick, because fans are just, some of them are statistically driven, and they're not going to say, well, he's missing this top 5 wide receivers. When Keelan Cole is your number 1 option for a game, Berrios was out too for the last game. What do you expect from a quarterback? Not many, even the top guys are not withstanding that.
Well, which strategy kept us in the game to give us an opportunity for something to happen in our favor, like a turnover or any momentum change or special teams? Which strategy worked? Was it the first time we played Buffalo and Mike White just kept throwing it and forcing it and throwing interceptions? Or was it Zach Wilson not throwing it and taking the sacks and throwing it away and doing what he had to do?
Yeah.
And there's your answer. We were in that game. We were within reach till the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Because he didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I forget the guy who brought up this player we're watching now. You said he likes diamonds in the rough.
Rusty Spooner.
What's your thoughts on Sky Moore?
Sky Moore? Okay, I don't know him, so we'll see what Rusty says.
Speedy. Yeah, Sky Moore, Rusty. Any thoughts on him? He's very speedy. I think he runs like a 4.24. Like, he takes the short route. Like, I watched the highlights of him, and I see Tyreek Hill type of speed. Mm-hmm. Like a guy that could take a little 3-yard cross and go, because he just can outrun everybody. I know we got Elijah Moore.
Rusty is saying that our mouths are going to drop when we get further into the videos.
Okay. All right, let it ride.
With a strike to Ezukama, who's been quiet since the opening drive. And this is what
a suggestion. Turn that YouTube feed audio down, and we could talk over it instead of the announcers.
Okay. Here we go. So here he is catching a short pass. He catches it at the 45-yard line. Let's see what he does after he catches the ball.
And you guys can make fun of me all you want, but I'm 43. I got to put my reading glasses on to see, because I do this on my phone. So
I have a big juicy monitor that my company gave me during the pandemic. So powers his way through for an extra 6 yards. Good yak. We're going to show it again. Boom. Catches it. Oh, there he goes. Look at him. Won't go down. 2 guys, 3 guys. Wow. He's tough. What'd you think of that?
It's the video's a little glitchy.
Okay.
I don't know if it's from the stream or what it is, but it's the gray bar says it's downloaded. I just think it's playing the live video on the stream.
Okay,
it's lagging a little bit. Go ahead. If you can see, let it ride.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You gotta like that Mark Bavaro shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I grew up watching both games because my house was a football house. So.
That's all we had back before DirecTV. You watched the Jet and the Giant game every week.
Jets and the Giants. Yeah. And
in the 80s, you were glued in front of the television if the 49ers came on.
Yeah.
That was the big draw back in the 80s.
Yep. Okay. Shotgun. Throws it up. Contested in the end zone. Wow. That was nice.
All right. Nice.
I like that.
Yeah, it was good. That was good. I saw that one.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
2nd down and 10.
Yeah. Got some nice size arms. Muscular. He's not too frail.
Not afraid of contact there?
No. A lot of receivers would take that and just dip to the sideline to avoid contact.
Yep. He ran right into it.
Yeah.
56-56. Look at the score of that game. I don't remember this game, but that's a hell of a game.
He has a touchdown catch.
Okay, here we go again. Up again, another contested. Oh, nice. Pulled back.
Little back shoulder.
Yeah.
The Spencer's block, the 2 missed field goals, finally finding the end zone to begin the second half. Begins this drive with a strike to Azukama. The big gainer out near midfield.
So you have to, when you're watching something like this, you wonder, because I watch a lot of tape like this.
Okay.
What are the negatives? Like you were saying, why would he be a 3rd, 4th round guy? That's the thing that puzzles me. Like that you got to think about, right?
Yeah.
Why? Is it because of the competition he's playing against, which is kind of crazy because that's not his fault. Like it's not evidence that he can't be a great,
No, and there's no defense in the Big 12, so you should be able to compile good numbers, right, in the passing games.
We got to keep looking at the way he does it, how far, the way he jumps up when he's covered, what he does in these contested battles. Like,
going to take another shot into the end zone. Has a man caught, incomplete though. He couldn't get his feet in bounds.
No, that's the same.
Back-to-back catch, no catch.
He was juggling it right there.
Oh yeah, he's in. Nice.
Wow, that was a great play.
Good adjustment.
Right, but still down when that second clutch happens. There's no third clutch.
That's a catch in college.
Yeah, we're doing
That's a catch.
Official clinic here in the dying.
Yeah. Nice adjustment on it.
I'll tell you what I like about him so far is the concentration.
Yeah.
Because he's stepping through somebody to get that ball. Right? That's not easy.
No, not at all.
Columbia complete to Azukama.
And a lot of catches over near the middle. It's not like a lot of little sideline comeback routes. It's a lot of going over the middle with linebackers and safeties and showing no fear.
Yep, taking hits. Does not hear the footsteps. Yeah, look at the in traffic catches that he makes.
Yeah.
I like that. How is he ranked so low? I don't know. Yeah, you're selling us, Rusty. You're selling us. There's nothing not to like about this kid. Look how he doesn't let the defender knock the ball out. He holds on.
Yeah.
Columbia just got it off.
Deep. You know what? He's got traffic on him every time, and he catches it.
That's my concern, though. I was just about to say that. I was going to say, haven't seen him break one yet because he's always got a guy there. You know what I mean? He's not separating himself. He's making the contested catches, so that's a plus. But for the West Coast offense, not sure if it's a perfect fit, but I'd have to see more on him.
Gitmo is saying not seeing much separation on these plays. Now, but some of this...
Yeah, Gitmo Bob, exactly what we just said, word for word.
Yeah. Some of this, though, to his defense, and maybe I'm wrong, some of it could be due to underthrowing, right? Because it looks like he's coming back for the ball.
Yeah.
So we got to focus. Where is he before the throw? Is it because he's coming back to the ball? So let's pay attention to that.
Strike for Texas Tech. That touchdown gives them a chance.
And it was so close to
Like, I want to look here. Let's see if there's separation. So he's got separation. He closes in on him after the ball is thrown.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Bowman to throw. Wants a bunch. Wind in his
Look at that separation. Yeah. It's there. I mean, these are not future NFL cornerbacks, though.
Yeah.
Third in the country. Third down and 10. Bowman steps up, has one-on-one, launching it over the shoulder of Azukama. Well, you couldn't. On the state territory. First down, Bowman lofting. It's over the shoulder.
I like that.
All right, brother. I'm going to have to call tonight. It's late here on the East Coast. I got to be up at like 4:45.
Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. So we can say our goodbyes. So, is there anything you want to tell these people that are here, our watchers, about your Facebook page or anything else? I don't know. Let me know, because I might not be following you everywhere I should.
Well, closing on the Jets, trust the process. Let Joe and Salah build this. It's not going to be an overnight fix. This is not an organization that's going to go win free agency. So everybody wanting the highest paid tight end or the highest paid safety, because you see a lot of Schultz and Williams talk out there right now, I don't think that's an option. I don't think that's a route that this organization is going to go until it's the final piece to the puzzle to put you at a championship level. They're not going to roll the dice and burn money to get to 7-8 wins. They're going to build the core of this team through the draft, and then they're going to, when they're at 9-10 wins, and they say, okay, now we need that player to put us over the top. We'll go spend $14 million a year on this guy. Then that's when you'll see it. You know, they had to get an edge rusher because that's what this defense is all about. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I'm seeing some of the comments come in. But I keep saying this, 2024 AFC favorites. Build the line, build the D line. I doubt you're going to see a safety or a cornerback picked early. It's not what this system does. I tell everyone, I think we talked about it the one night on Weapons Hot, that you go look at and I have the picture. I share it all the time on Twitter. When people are talking about take Stingley and Hamilton, show me where the 49ers took cornerback in round 1. And I go all the way back to 2010. They've taken linebackers. They've taken multiple D linemen, I think 6 in the decade. They've taken guards. They've taken tackles. They took safeties, but they took them at the end of round 1. Anything in the top 10 has been trench guys. And that's what you see them do. You see them beating the shit out of the Cowboys and the Packers in the trenches. That's what we're going to do. I want to thank you. I appreciate you reaching out to me. I love talking Jets. I would love to come back on with you more. For those who want to follow me on Facebook, IOW Sports Network. It's a group I'm part of. We do podcasts 2 hours on Monday and Thursdays from 4 to 6. For Jets fans on Facebook, you could search Proud New York Jets fans. Jeremy just joined there. I'm sorry, Jeremy just joined there last week. I do mock drafts every week. I nailed one today. Do you mind if I go over that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, we have 4 and 10. I got an offer from Philly for 15 and 19 overall for our number 4 and a 5th round pick. I did that in a heartbeat and selected at number 10, which is the first pick now. I took Kenyon Green, right guard. At 15, I took Devin Lloyd. At 19, I got Linderbaum. And then I took our 2 number 2s, 35 and 38 overall, and traded up to get Burks at 22, I believe, 22 or 23. So we got 4 first-round picks. We got a guard and a center, which complete the offensive line. We got a defensive playmaker in Lloyd, and we got an offensive weapon in Burks. So to me, that's best case scenario. We need someone to trade up. And the only reason I took the trade at 4, Neal, Hutch, and Thibodeau were all gone. That's worst case scenario. But the best case scenario is now getting paid for that pick.
Right. So Neal, Nick, thank you so much for coming on. You were amazing. You did an amazing job.
I appreciate it. Anytime.
You'll definitely, hey man, 2 months, this channel's 2 months old, and I plan to do it for a long time. Like I'm in.
Awesome.
I'm in. So you were so glad I came on and did that show, Weapons Hot, and met you. You're a gold mine. You'll be part of this channel as long and as much as you want to be part of this channel. And hopefully soon I could have you on and do a draft with me.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I
do a lot of mock drafts. So I'm going to have J. Cole. Don't worry. I'm not giving away your spot, but I do a lot of mock drafts, probably 2 to 3 a week. I will let you know.
Okay.
Don't feel pressure, because I'll just keep sending you, hey, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it then. And when we hit and you happen to be free, you could just
earlier in the week is better for me. I work Wednesday to Saturday one week, and I work Thursday to Saturday the second week. So anything in the early part of the week, I'm no restriction. Yeah, I'll talk till 3 a.m.
Okay. Okay.
And
So
if anyone is in New Jersey, have a mom, sister who wants to date, let me know. I know Jeremy's saying no. I'm all about that shit. Let me know. I'm ready and available. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for having me on, and enjoy the rest of the show, man. Great time.
All right. Thanks so much, man.
Everybody, take care, everybody.
Take care. All right, and there you have it. That was our special guest. I'm just gonna call him Big Nick from now on. Big Nick. So let me hide this comment. Let's go back and watch some more of that tape that Rusty turned us on to. Let me share and watch. I'm in brick. So we're gonna watch some more of I'm forgetting his Eric Zukmama. Eric Zukanma. Eric, that's gonna. I don't know if we could take him, Rusty, because I'm never gonna be able to say his name, and I'm gonna look like an idiot forever. Okay. Can we just call? Well, we have to just think of a nickname for him. That's what we have to do. So we'll just call him Zook. Okay. Call him Zook. Let me do share screen. Okay. Share the audio. Okay, let's watch the rest of this. Can you guys see it? Let me know in the chat if it's not showing. I know it must be hard on the phone. I'm sorry about that for those of you on a phone. Just say easy E, brother. Okay. Just say easy E.
To Thompson. Outside they go. Yeah, and it's held on to and fighting.
Wow. Wow. I like it, Rusty.
This is impressive
he
enough.
Fights for every yard.
A different role this year. Kind of an edge rusher. He's done a good job at it. As Ukama straight ahead.
Wow.
On his feet.
He never goes down.
Get to midfield as he got decked.
Get Mo Bob. Are you getting excited?
Protect him again. Give him time to go for Ezra.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a touchdown for Texas Tech. Eric Ezukama, fantastic in 17. Bundage gets pressure, moves Bowman off his spot, finds the window, finds Ezukama. It's going to be close. Spot in the yard.
Okay. I don't want to get busted. Oh, I think we're at the end anyway. Okay. We're at the end anyway. I don't want to get busted. You have to stop. You have to, every once in a while, you have to stop. You can't just keep going. Let me try to, let me see. Okay. We go right back to our, hey, so I want to share something with you guys. Okay. Okay. So let me get the Nick banner gone because Nick's not here anymore. So let's remove that. Okay. Let me get this back on. I just want to show off my tech skills. Look how much better. Look how professional we're getting. I missed a lot of your chat because we were talking and doing interviews and stuff like that. What do you think about Jordan Addison? I don't know him. I got to look him up, but maybe some of the guys in the chat will know. Is what's up? That's our Debo fam. Nice. Let's see. I missed so much stuff from before. Okay. So here's what I think Nick said was right on. Okay. And if we do a mock draft, I think this is what we should do. We should do a mock where we think about realistically what we think Joe Douglas would do. So like if we do a mock, let's do a Joe Douglas mock. Like let's really think about what they said in that press conference. Let's really think about how they talked about winning in the trenches and how important it is, and do a draft from that perspective, because I'd like to do some mocks that we look back at and say, holy shit, like we totally called that. Like, how did we know? You can't get in trouble showing college teams, Jeremy. They encourage it because it's free publicity. Okay, that's good to know. Thanks, Rusty. So maybe we could do more of this. This was cool, man. I never tried it. It was just kind of like doing it. So I'm kind of excited. So we can look at tape now. So in the comment section of my videos, if you want to, like in advance so I could prepare and look for good videos, or if you want to in the comments send me the link or tell me like the name of the video, just comment on any of my videos because I get the notifications and it's not like I'm flooded with comments and I'm not going to see it. That's my feel sorry for me look. Since I'm not flooded with comments, I'll see it and I can prepare it. And then in some of these videos and mock drafts, we can also add in some new content. The new content will be, we could look at different players. Come on, Jeremy. It's not a long video. Okay, I played the whole video, so we got to see him. He's good. I'm on board, Rusty. And I trust Joe Douglas. So if we don't pick a wide receiver early in the 4th round, we grab this kid. I would trust that they did all the other research, like for all the negatives or concerns, they would know why he slipped. You said my highlights. Do you have like I think we're gonna have to organize that, JK. J. Cole, so do you play? Like, is this real? Is there like tape on you or something? Like this could be kind of wild. Is it like high school? You said you were 19. Like, is this like what highlights are we talking about? And it better not get pornographic, buddy. Okay, he has a tendency to go that route. My senior year highlights. Dude, if you send it to me, is there a way you could like send me the link? Like send jcravat@gmail.com the link. You know, I can't do it now. I'll do it on Friday. I'll do it. I promise you I'll do it. jcravat, JKREVAT @gmail.com. You send me the link to your YouTube stuff. I'll check it out and then I will play it. Okay, you just tell me what position you are, like in the video, so I know where to look and everything, what number you are, and I'll do it. Sound fair? Sound good? That's totally cool, man. I didn't know you played. That's awesome. So okay, so I'll check out what I'm going to do now, guys. I'm going to share with you something interesting. Okay, this is not a draft that I did. I'm going to share. I let PFN do the. I let them do the draft. Just out of curiosity, like I wasn't any team, just to see who they had us taking. And I wanted you guys to just the first round. So hopefully Gitmo's out there because I like his grades. Rusty, you're still there. J. Cole, you're there. You're not being annoying, J. Cole. I'm giving you my email to do it. I want to see it. I think that's really cool that you have like some tape, and I would love to see it for real. I'm fascinated, and you know what I love about it, J. Cole? It's unique and interesting. I've never seen any of the other YouTube guys do that. Take somebody from their chat and like play their high school tape. That's cool, man. That's what we're here for. And I'm sure everybody else that's in here will be interested, and it'll be interesting to see. So no worries, my friend. So anyway, I'm going to read this out to you in case you can't see it. In this mock draft, PM mock simulator, they have us taking Aiden Hutchinson with the 4th pick. Thibodeau went first. Garrett Wilson, the wide receiver, went second to Detroit, which is just not going to happen. And Kyle Hamilton went 3rd to Houston. So Hutch is a great start. Okay, I don't know if you're going to be as enthusiastic with the next pick. Some people might, but the next pick with 10, we go Derek Stingley Jr. So Hutchinson, Derek Stingley Jr. That's what it did when it's not us. And I did it with it could have made trades, but I don't think it makes trades when it only offers you trades if you're driving. So anyway, you guys can rate that anything you want. No, I know. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I am not about drafting Stingley. You know, if he slipped to the 2nd round, I don't know if you could pass up on that because it's worth a 2nd round risk. If he, because he did show potential to be insane. But I don't think you could waste one of our. I don't think we should gamble with our picks. We're not in a position to gamble. Oh, we like him, J. Cole. If he went into the 2nd round, we'd be thrilled. He's very good. But he was injured for 2 years in a row. He came back. He was injured, missed the whole season, came back, wasn't playing well, probably because he was injured. So it's a little scary. It's a little scary, because we want, when you're trying to build up from nothing, you want to hit on some sure things. You want to at least know the guy's going to be healthy and play, especially with our luck. I don't know if McCreary is better I don't know if they're better than he was in 2019. I think that they might be better picks, maybe, because I think it's rolling the dice. I'm not that down on Stingley, but I definitely don't think that we can. You guys are going to argue now. I'm definitely not. I think it's too risky. That's my problem with him. It's not that I don't think Stingley in 5 years from now, we might look back and say, oh, we were out of our mind, right? 3 years from now. But I just think with the information we have right now, it's risky. And I don't think that we're in a position to be a risk-taking team. Like, that's why I don't want to go for Ridley from Atlanta, because we don't know. He could be fine for 6 weeks and then suddenly crash, right? I don't think we can afford to have that happen. We need guys, like, we need to do the same things. We just got to be safe. There are other teams that for Ridley that are in a better position to take those kind of risks. I just don't think we're one of them. What's up, boys and gals? What's up, Mikal Edwards? Good to see you. I forget where you are. Remind me where you are, Mikal. I forget where you're living. I forgot if you're in Texas. I think it may have been Texas. No Stingley, because the best ability is availability. There you go. I mean, so Gitmo knows. He understands. I mean, we've been there before. Yeah, I mean, there's a Milner scare for the past 2 years. Yeah, of course he's been better for the past 2 years. He plays. I love McCreary, Rusty. You and me are synced up on so many of those guys. we're synced up on McCreary. We're synced up on Jeff Gunter. There's a couple other guys too that I know you love, that I love. And I think all Jeff fans, for some reason, we're all stuck on Paulo. We all love him. Deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah, I got a good memory. It's hard to remember. Yeah, there's a lot of you building up now, so it's hard to remember where everybody's from. CJ Cole, it's true. It's damn true. Which wrestler is that? Oh my God, that's definitely from wrestling. It's true. It's Kurt Angle. That's Kurt Angle. And J. Cole's response is, "I'll beat you in a dance battle." All right, let's get started. Gitmo Bob is probably very close to having to go to bed, and I don't blame him. It's getting very late. So let's get this draft going. You knew we were going to do a mock, right? We can't talk it up like this and then not do something. So we're going to try to be realistic to Joe Douglas. Let's see who went. Hutchinson, Karlaftis, and Andrew Booth went. I don't even think we have to look at the trades. I think in this scenario, well, the Giants are probably trading up to get Neal. Should I do it? Or do you think the Giants are going to take Thibodeau? Okay, Gitmo, I'm going to let you pick on this. Thibodeau is on the board. The Giants want to swap picks with us 5 and 4 and give us their second round pick. Now, I think they're trading up to take Evan Neal. I don't know that the Giants would trade up to take Thibodeau, because in most drafts, the Giants take offensive line. I've seen them take Hamilton. I haven't seen them take. Well, no, they're going to take Thibodeau. Okay, guys, I'm not going to risk it. We're going to turn down all these trades, reject, and we're not going to play games. We've been waiting for an edge for so long, and I think that Joe Douglas is just going to take Thibodeau if he's there. We're not going to play a game with that. That's just too much. Okay, Gitmo says Tibbs. All right. So now that we got Tibbs, are we willing to consider trades for 10? I'm not going to go Kansas City because they want to give us the 32nd, and as much as they're offering us here, I just think at 32nd we're missing out on too much. I think we need to get some blue chip guys. And there's not many great players. It's a good draft with a lot of good players. We got enough picks. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next offer is Atlanta. They want us to go all the way down to 43. There's no fucking way we're going to do that. Okay, New Orleans wants us to go down to 18. I think that's reasonable. Okay? Because we can get Burks at 18, SG. But we're trying to do what Joe Douglas would do. Right? What would Joe Douglas do? Joe Douglas took Thibodeau, and I think Joe Douglas wants an offensive lineman right now. That's what I think he wants. Okay? So what does he do here? Does he trade down to 18? Does he grab Cross? But Cross is a tackle. He's not a guard. So if he takes Cross here, what he's saying is he doesn't believe in Becton. That's what he's saying. Because Cross is not a guy you don't draft a guy like Cross and use a 10th pick overall and not start him year one. And they're not benching Fent. So I don't think they're going. I think they're going guard hybrid. I think they're going a guy who can play guard his first year. And then if George Fent stays for two, well, we have a guy who can move over to tackle. So Fent, you're saying trade down. Detroit wants 31. Wants us to go. We're not going down to 31. The only viable trade here is the Saints. They're not offering us much. They want to move up 8 spots, and they're only offering us 49. Now, I want to remind you that the Chicago Bears, to swap with the Giants in a very similar situation, gave a first-round pick for next year, which is the equivalent of a second-round pick this year. So in value, it's the same. Trade with the Saints. Yeah, in value, it's the same as the Giants. It's true because it's this year. So let's pick up that 49. We have a lot of needs, and we're going to get someone juicy at 18, right? Okay. And I think that it's reasonable to say that Joe Douglas would think that way. So the Jaguars, no, we're not going to go down to 33. Are we going to go down to 26? No, we're going to reject that. Okay. Although that's not a bad offer. Okay. So here we go. We've got our edge. Ahmed Gardner is on the board. Sauce Gardner is there. And I know that we're not expecting to take a cornerback, but let me tell you something. That is great value. If we got Sauce Gardner after trading down to 18, that's like just a steal. But you know who's there? And I see in the chat. Like, is he there though? Is Icky there? I think Icky's gone. Icky's gone. He went to the Ravens at 14. And guess what? Nakobe Dean is gone. He went 17 to the Chargers. But here's the thing. Devin Lloyd is still there. So I could live with not getting Nakobe Dean. Like, I could live missing out on Nakobe Dean. I could live with that because Devin Lloyd, I mean, that's not exactly having to settle. A lot of people have Lloyd above Dean. I don't know if I'd put him above Dean, but if you want to go linebacker here, we're good. Lindenbaum is gone, right? Is he? No, he might not be. Oh, Lindenbaum is up there, guys. Lindenbaum. Build the wall. Yeah, we could move McGovern to right guard, or we could pick Zion in the second round, and we could really commit because we got that extra 49. We got that extra second rounder anyway. We can really commit to the offensive line. I think there's a chance Joe Douglas would do that. I don't think it's impossible. Build the freaking wall for Zach. Protect your quarterback, right? Let's build the wall. Let's take Lindenbaum. It's a good value at that spot. Okay, so now we got an edge. We got a bruising, violent center. The top guy left on the board is Sam Howell, a quarterback from North Carolina. We're not picking that. Kenny Pickett is on the board. I think he's honestly going to go a lot higher than that. We're not interested. And here is great value. The first position player on the board, on top of the board, is Lewis Cine. And what position do we need more than any position? Where are we starting guys, 6, 7 guys deep off the garbage heap? You got it. Safety. So you would take McCreary here, but McCreary is like, and I know it's playing the board in real life, it would be different. I don't know if we can go down to McCreary when you have Lewis Cine at safety. We need a safety. We really need a safety. And like Rusty was saying, there's a good wide receiver that we just learned about that we might be able to get a little later on. I think we're going to have to take Cine, guys. I think that's what Cole. I think if Joe Douglas only signs one safety in free agency, or if he doesn't sign a safety at all, he has to take Lewis Cine here. I mean, with the Niners, right? Like, if you wanted to pretend we were going to emulate the Niners in every way, because Nick was saying, oh, the Niners did take a safety. They took Ward in the late first round. It's a position of such high need, and he's of such high value in this spot. So we're going to take him. Now we go down to 38. Tampa wants us to go down one spot. And it's so odd just to get their 7th round pick. I don't see any reason why not to do it. Like, there's no one up here we're looking at right now that I'm worried they're going to take. The only guy they would take that would get me mad and say, oh, shit, we may have blown it is Zion Johnson. But if they took him, we would just take Christian Harris. By the way, who's there? Christian Harris is there. Trey McBride is probably available. Okay, let me do this trade because it's a free pick. Okay, Tampa took Breece Hall. So that was awesome for us. New England wants us to go down to 54. Fuck off. And Carolina wants us to go down to 105. Fuck off. Okay. All right. So here's the tough decision. And I think it's going to be very tough for JD, honestly. Okay? Because I would hate to have to make this decision. You have Zion Johnson, offensive guard. No, Burks is not available. But you also have Trey McBride. Okay? You also have Christian Harris, who's a freaking beast at linebacker. So now, here's the thing that's going to piss you guys off when I say this. I know you want McBride. But there are other tight ends that are consolation prizes. Whereas, for example, Zion Johnson, once he's gone, there's no plug-in start. There's no plug-in guard for us. It's McGovern. We have to, and if McGovern refuses to renegotiate, we have to pay him $9 million to be a right guard, and we don't even know if he's going to be that good. See, that scares the shit out of me. Right? Christian Harris will be gone. He's not going to slip. Like, we don't pick again until 49. So he could slip, Christian Harris, but he might not. But there is the other guy from Penn State. So we could skip, we could pass on linebacker for now. Okay? Chad Muma will slip. He'll be there. Maybe we should take McBride. We can take, get the guard. You see Rusty saying that because we can get Kolar. But is Kolar the guy you want to go? Right? I mean, do you trust him that much? I would say Jeremy Rucker, then Kolar, and we double up. That's what I would do. But, okay. I think there's a very good chance that if he was here at 39, which I don't think he will be, but if he's there, you have to take Trey McBride. I don't care what their rankings are. He's the number 1 tight end coming out. It is not Isaiah Likely from Coastal Carolina, and it is not Jalen Weidemeyer. They're great, and they're really good, and they might be stars, but to me, Trey McBride is the man. And I hope Joe Douglas sees it also. Arizona wants us to take our 49. By the way, Weidemeyer went 48. So if we didn't take McBride, we would have lost out on – we wouldn't have gotten Weidemeyer or McBride. And I have no interest in Likely. And I think he's gone anyway, too. Arizona wants us to go down to 55. When I look at the guys on the board, I see Chad Muma there, and I don't see Harris. I think it's our last chance to grab a linebacker, and I really think we need one. And to me, after Chad Muma, there's a drop-off, in my opinion. Oh, fucking yeah, caller. Dude gets no credit. Dude, I'll take him. I'll double up on tight end. Don't. I just don't want to gamble like as he's our only pick. So I don't think we can. I don't know if we could take a trade here, guys. I think we have to reject. And I think we have to grab Chad Muma. Right? We need a linebacker. Don't you agree? So before I do it, I'll give you a chance to stop me because Kyler Gordon is still alive on the board. But I want to point out we have the 69th pick. If we don't take Harris, what we're saying is we don't need a linebacker. I mean, if we don't take Chad Muma, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a second. I misread. I messed up. Christian Harris is still there. I didn't scroll all the way up. Christian Harris is still on the board. How do we not take him, right? You lost the OL. That cost us the whole letter grade. No. I didn't lose the. Wait a second. I got Lindenbaum. Oh, you wanted another. Okay, let's see who's there. You're right. He's not there. He's gone. I admit it. The next guy is Sean Ryan. It's not a guard. Oh, wait a second. Lucita Smith, though. Gitmo. Lucita Smith is still there from Virginia Tech. He's not a joke. He's 6'3", 320 pounds and carries his weight well. He possesses good burst and power at the point of attack. Explosive twitch. Steady acceleration. Flashes exceptional lateral mobility. He can traverse gaps and block on the move with ease, providing value as a pulling guard. Hey, Gitmo, we're going to put Lindenbaum at center, and we're going to have McGovern, and we can get this guy, and he can compete with McGovern. And you know what I mean? We're not done at guard. You said it yourself. We need good players. We're not going to have a star at every position. But we needed a tight end, and we need a linebacker, dude. We need a linebacker. Come on. We have to have a linebacker. And Christian Harris is there. He's a stud. Let's get Popo? Really? I know you like these diamonds in the rough, and I'm cool with them as second picks. But, I mean, I think you got to take sure things in this draft. I mean, I think we need guys we know are going to hit. Christian Harris is a beast. He's a beast. He's one of my favorite linebackers coming out. Damn it. What? Popo is staying at Auburn another year. Oh, I said, there you go. He's staying. We're taking Harris. JD would take a linebacker. Come on, he has to take a linebacker. He needs a linebacker. Oh, look who's still there at 69. Oh, look who's still there. Oh, get my Bob. Get my Bob. Lucita Smith. We get our guard, buddy. We get our guard. We get him. I redeemed myself, Gitmo. We'll show you the tape next time. I'll show you. He's good. He's a good guard, man. He might be able to start year one. If he'll compete with McGovern, he's a future right guard for us, dude. We have Lindenbaum. Think of Lindenbaum, Becton, Fant, AVT. And then you have this young stud player, really highly touted. Or McGovern, if he's not ready yet, that's a solid offensive line. And then you have whoever doesn't start as your backup. Okay, you're saying go wide receiver. Gunter's on the board, though, dude. I just want to say, but let's not trade down to 12. Let's forget about trades for now, right? Look, we got 108 and 114. So the question is, who's going to be gone by then? Okay, because if we look, I don't see this wide receiver you're talking about anywhere, right? Offense, wide receiver. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he might be gone already. Uh-oh. Oh, no, there he is. No, that's Emeka Emezi. That's the wrong guy. I don't see him anywhere, dude. I think he's gone. Oh, you're going to be so mad at me. Where did he go? Let's look and see who picked him. Oh, Pittsburgh took him at 97, and Pittsburgh always takes the best. Every wide receiver that goes to Pittsburgh is a star. Oh, we lost him, dude. But you can't say we should have taken him over a guard. I mean, Get My Bob would have lowered me another grade if I didn't get any guard. Okay, let's look and see what wide receivers are available. Calvin Austin III, Charleston Rambo, Christian Watson, Sky Moore. Sky Moore is there. Fucking Schittsburg. Oh, my God. Bo Milton from Rutgers. Hometown guy. Look at these quality guys. What's funny is one of these guys, Calvin Austin, Charleston Rambo, Christian Watson, Sky Moore, Ontario Drummond, Kyle Phillips, one of these guys is going to be a stud. It's almost guarantee you one of them will be a stud. I don't have to get Kohler yet, man. We're not there yet. We're not there. We're at 108. It's way too early to take Kohler. Jeffrey Gunter is up there. Do we double up? Do we take Gunter? Oh, you want to take more? We can get him next pick too, though. Like, why grab him now? It's so low rated. There's Kohler down there. Oh, but I see. If I take one of them now, we're not going to have enough picks to get all your guys. 145 might be too late. But Gunter's there, man. Would he really go another edge? I mean, he's got so many. I mean, we got Brian, we got Thibodeau, we got Lawson, we got Huff. He might re-sign the other guy. What's his face? The guy that he likes from Philly. Forgetting his name because I'm drawing a blank because I'm tired. Okay, let's say that we're going to go wide receiver. We're not going to take any chances, and we're going to go Sky Moore because for some reason you like him, even though he has no information on him. We're going to say that Sky Moore is good. Get Gunter now or next. Well, Gunter is more danger of not being there the next pick. So if you want Gunter, we take Gunter now. Okay? And I understand it, man. You can never have too many edges. Okay, now let's go get the freaking wide receiver. Sky Moore. Let's see what our situation is. We have 114 and 145. We can still get. Oh, Jeremy Ruckert. You want Kolar over Ruckert? You think Charlie Kolar is better than Jeremy Ruckert? Is that what you're telling me? That's a little crazy to me. All right, no, we'll grab Kolar. Boom. We'll pretend that Joe Douglas loves him as much as you. I just like Jeremy Ruckert because his name is Jeremy, and Jeremy's like totally awesome. Like I love Jeremy's, and like for real, I think Jeremy's are automatic superstars. I don't think you can go wrong with a Jeremy. But Sky Moore is still there. See, that's another win for Jeremy because Jeremy didn't take him too soon. Jeremy knows how to read a board. Green Bean hates that. Jeremy. He always says that. Like you see the sneer on his face when he says it. He goes, some people, who do you think he was talking to the other day when he said that? Some people like to play the board. I like to be a realist. It's like, well, how do you know that PFN is not going to have the best story for? I mean, how do you know that PFN is not going to be the most accurate Green Bean? Green Bean is the one that thought he was screaming Yaboa in round 4. The guy didn't even get drafted. All right? So let's not pretend we know who knows the board. All the draft sites have different opinions. We don't know. Okay? We don't know. So don't tell me, oh, Cravat likes to play the board, Green Bean. Cravat has no choice but to play the board because that's what I'm being given. So what was I supposed to do? Take Sky Moore, a guy that when you look up the information, it says coming soon because Jets mess tells me to take him? That's going to be my reason if I'm Joe Douglas because a guy named Jets mess who tunes in to watch me eat a cookie and get crumbs on my shirt, that's who he's going to listen to? Huh? Green Bean? Did I get off topic? Bob, are you going to reel me back in? Will you sign some free agents so we can mock better choices? Hey, I did that last time, Gitmo. Were you there for that? That was my theme. We chose 3 positions that we addressed in free agency. And then we do the draft. John, am I eating? Is that rude? No, you can't help it. I'm going to take Sky Moore and end the anticipation. I'm like a freaking Heinz ketchup in 1975. Remember? Anticipation. And you're just waiting for the bottle to pour before they had squeezy bottles. J. Cole doesn't know that. J. Cole, there was a time you had to wait like 5 minutes to eat Heinz ketchup because you had to sit there with the bottle shaking it. And it took like for 5 minutes for the freaking ketchup to come out of it. There was a trick, though, a place where you can hit the bottle where it says Heinz 57. Gitmo knew that trick. You knock on the bottle on the 57, and it would make the ketchup come out. No, that wasn't Green Bean. I told Green Bean about it. Like I told him I did it. I said, I pretended that we addressed 3 positions. I let everybody choose the 3 positions. We decided that we got 1 safety, 1 linebacker, I think, and 1 tight end. And then we did the draft based on that assumption. But if you want, we can actually name players. Like we could sit there and go through a list of the free agents and say, let's pick free agents so we know exactly what we got. What are you saying? Yay, smack the 57. That's right. Yeah, smack the 57. So anyway, I'm driving people crazy. I'm going to take Sky Moore based on a recommendation by my friend, Jets Mess, who I call Mess because I'm his friend. And when you're somebody's friend, you get to call them by a nickname. And me and Mess go back a long way. We go back at least, 5 months. So there you go. Sky Moore, you are now a New York Jet. And we do have another pick that I forgot about, 162. Okay. We got Kolar. We got Gunter. We got edge up the gazoo. We got tight ends up the gazoo. We got wide receiver. I think we need to go for a tackle now. Right? I don't think we need a running back. I think we'll get a running back in the Oh, yes, Gitmo. I had a better trick. Stick a knife in the bottle to get it full. Yeah, that works too. I do that with hot sauce, but I have to use a toothpick because the bottles are so tiny. And I'm not joking. Me and my brothers use a toothpick to get the sauce to come out because the really thick ones are really difficult. Anyway, let's see what we got on the board. Oh, look at that. If we wanted another wide receiver, Jerrion Ely from Mississippi is there. If we wanted a running back, I think it's very easy to sign a running back in today's football. I think you have to have at least your one young guy. We got our Michael Carter. We can get another running back next year or something. But we got our guy. I think Coleman's good for another year. He was fine. He really was. He was a decent runner. When we blocked well, he was good. I don't like the other guys. I think all the other guys were too hot and cold. Like Ty Johnson, you can't trust him. He ruined 3 drives for us in that game. He's just unreliable. He's not a good pass protection blocker. Not Jamal Adams. The other Adams that we like, Josh Adams, that some people liked, he's gone. He was just signed by I forget who in a future contract, like a future deal. I think New Orleans locked him up, so he's gone. They don't like LaMichael Perrine. We just have to accept that fact. So we can easily pick up a running back. People had us going after Fournette. I don't know why we go after Fournette. He's probably going to be way overpriced because we don't need Fournette. We don't, we just don't. I'll just melt a knife. Yeah, the toothpick, the plastic held up, but Hassan Haskins. Yeah, he's good, man. I like him. I like Hassan Haskins. I do. We should watch tape on him. Have I hit? I'm not at 2 hours yet. Maybe we could watch some quick tape on him. Yeah, let's just take a running back. Let's just grab Haskins just so we can be well balanced. Why not grab a? Oh, was he picked already? Let's see. Is he that far down? Or is he just gone? I think he's gone, dude. I don't see him. He's gone. Somebody took him already. Who took him? Let me see who took him. Watch, it'll be the Steelers. There's no way he went that high. What's going on here? Am I looking? Did I do something wrong? Am I over? Oh, the Chargers took him. The Chargers took him at 159 3 picks ago. That's disgusting. Okay. Yeah, let's watch some Haskins tape. Okay, so let's just have some fun here. Let's take Obenaiz. Let's just take a tackle, developmental tackle here. Okay, let's finish this draft up. Let's see what we got. Bob, I know you want to take a letter grade off, but be open-minded about the guard that I got because I did get us a guard and I got good value on him. He slipped. I got really lucky. You also got to consider how many quality starters would come out of this draft and how rare that is, right? And I think we're all smoking crack, not only based on are these players going to be available, but I think we're all smoking crack based on the fact that we think that all these guys are going to pan out. Like we forget, guys don't pan out. Like it happens all the time. right? So, but let's look. Kayvon Thibodeau, Tyler Lindenbaum, who I think is the safest pick in the draft as far as not having a low floor. Okay? He might not turn out to be the superstar people think he's going to be, but he's not going to be crap. Okay? You could look at him and see that. And then I know there are people out there now saying, now they're criticizing he's small, but this, that, he's light. I don't, look, guys, watch Lindenbaum's tape. I don't care. I don't care if he's 150. All right? Well, watch what this guy does. You know what Tim Lindenbaum's biggest problem is going to be? His biggest problem is going to be that he is going to be called for ineligible receiver downfield because he pushes the defenders too far back. I'm not smoking crack, Jeremy. I smoked the devil's lettuce. Okay. I support that 100%. Then we go Louis Sean, although I haven't done it on this channel. I have not done it. What's my email again? jcravat@gmail.com. jkrevat@gmail.com. Basically, my initial J, cravat@gmail. Anybody feel free to text me. I actually got some pictures from Salty Nuts, and maybe that's why he doesn't come to my channel anymore. He's mad at me for not sharing the pictures. I don't know. I don't see Salty Nuts anymore. Maybe I just go on too late at night. Hopefully he'll comment and say, I watched the replay. I'm freaking 10 years older than you. I can't stay up until late. Okay, so we got Thibodeau, Lindenbaum, Louis Sean. So I just want to say, whether he's a bust or not, Thibodeau is a starter for us, right? He's in the rotation. That's one. Lindenbaum is the starting center. Day one, that's two. Louis Sean is going to be a starting safety. Three, unless he just totally comes into camp and blows. McBride is probably our tight end one. Maybe they sign somebody but he's going to be in that 1-2 rotation. He's playing, and we're excited about him. Christian Harris is starting at linebacker. There's no way this guy is not going to make the starting team. Okay, he's a beast. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys already contributing. Now, Lacita Smith, it's a little bit of a drop-off from Zion, but he is not a joke. Okay, you have to watch the tape. Virginia Tech, Green Bean must know something about him. He lives in that area. He's in that area a lot. He must have heard about him. He's a big, strong, very fast, quick player. He could be a bust, but let me tell you, he has a good shot at maybe playing right away and contributing, especially if there's an injury or if McGovern stinks at right guard. But certainly our future. People were excited that Cam Clark would play. This guy's going to be a player on our team. It might not be year one, but he will be the right guard of the future. Jeffrey Gunter, only me and Rusty understand, guys. A lot of you think, trust me, Jeffrey Gunter. Maybe he won't pan out, but it's a good dart to throw. Because there's nothing quite like hitting on an edge late in the draft. Charlie Kolar, a lot of us are very high on him. It's really good because if McBride doesn't work out for some weird reason, we walk away with 2 tight ends who could potentially be studs. If they're both studs, that's amazing because then we got depth and studs and two. Them tight end goes from a horrendous weakness to a great strength. Then we get Sky Moore, who Mess thinks is really good, and then we get Obina Easy. Or Ezzy, I don't know if I'm saying this right now. He's just a random tackle. And by the way, we did pick up something for the future. We got Tampa Bay's 7th round pick next year. So if Tampa Bay is a playoff team, we'll have the 5th or 6th last pick of the draft. I'm sure we'll get somebody really good there. I'm sure that Zach is going to have great memories. On our team. Maybe he'll try to kill Zach in practice, then we'll have to cut him for being an idiot and hitting the guy with the red shirt. Hopefully not. All right, so we're gonna look up this guy. Shit, I didn't mean to get rid of your Rusty. I need you to put his name. Let's see, Hassan. That's gonna highlight it. Pop right up. Okay. I don't think can you guys still see my screen? I'm gonna wait for you to say yes. Did you switch when I switched? Give me a yes or no if you could see the screen. I think you can. My guess is that you can because I could see it on mine. So I'm going to assume that you can. Wow, you guys are really far behind me and delayed. It's taken so long to get an answer. Okay. Let me check out Gunter. Man, you want to be here all night. Okay. Share screen. Wait. Share screen. Boom. Share screen. Which one are we on? So we'll go to this one. We're going to do the sounds. Yeah, we can see. Okay, man, you guys are delayed. Holy shit. Okay, let me get you out of the way, Rusty. Rusty, you're always in the way, motherfucker. Okay, 21 regular season highlights is 4 minutes. Okay, it seems like they're all that. This one has more views, so it's probably better quality. That's my level of thinking. It has more views. It must be good. Okay, which one's he? Okay, so he's the running back that just got the ball, I'm assuming. Let me make it full screen. These guys have the best chance of seeing it. He's right here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. See my cursor moving around? Hello, hi, I'm a cursor. It's right. I'm going like I'm putting the cursor in his ass. Okay, just I'm hitting him, so you know who it is. He already has the ball. Let's watch him. Right away, there's very good blocking, I want to say. Okay, Michigan probably has a big, beefy offensive lineman. This guy's making a pretty good block right here. This guy is owning his guy. He's got him off balance. If he's smart, I'm thinking he's going to take the hole right through here. He's going to go up a little bit and cut to the right. Let's see. Let's see if he's smart. It's exactly what he did. It's exactly what he did, man. I can analyze film. It's exactly what he did. Okay, let me see something. If I go here, can I make it even bigger? Yeah, let's make it even bigger. You don't need to see my ugly mug anymore. You guys seen enough of it. All right.
He's got 11, maybe 12, two-score lead. Haskins right up the
Okay.
hole for another touchdown.
Big hole there. Get my Bob would say that right off the bat. Big hole.
Their second, third down.
Nice effort. Nice effort to get over the line.
Hassan Haskins, his second of the ball game.
Wow.
Harbaugh going back to wanting to use
50-yard line.
McCarthy intermittently as he hands it off.
Oh, he knows how to take the block. I like it. He finds the right holes, the little spaces. He has good instincts.
Tackle into the end zone for a touchdown.
Standing up.
They give it to Haskins. Breaks it around the left side.
Oh, follows his guy.
He's in.
To be honest, I could have followed that guy in. Okay. Look at 89. Who's 89?
Well,
That could be our tight end, maybe. Seltzer. Maybe we should sign Seltzer. Why isn't this guy a higher rank guy?
Haskins.
Oh, that's nice. Look at this guy. He's patient. Very patient.
Haskins' hand.
He played only the first half.
You want to see that breakaway speed, yeah.
There's a powerful run.
But Michael Carter has breakaway speed. Maybe we need a brute. Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, he got caught, but the guy had the angle on him. That's against Ohio State, guys. That's no joke.
As Haskins finds a hole, a good run.
It's a great run.
Haskins looking for the first down.
There you go. There you go. Oh, he's tough. He's tough. This kid's no joke.
They stick with the run. Haskins
Look, he never goes down on first. He reminds me of Carter. He doesn't go down on first contact. Right? There you go. Look, he's not going to have breakaway speed where he runs 80-yard runs. Otherwise, he would be one of the top 5 running backs on the board.
For the Wolverines. Haskins, the touchdown.
The reason you get a guy like this in the 6th round or the 5th round or whatever is because he has that one critique on him. But I don't care if he's only running 10, 12 yards a pop. I'll take that. This could be a good guy to put up with Michael Carter. I don't know. Rusty, you're making me fall in love with players.
But they can run their offense without the timeout.
Hassan Haskins, good way to start the drive for the Wolverines.
Look at him. He doesn't go
And he
down.
will not go down until he has 17.
Guy's got heart.
Haskins, that's clearly a touchdown this time. First of the game.
In the backfield as the deep man. They give it to him. Running left.
Goes around the edge, too. He can go up the tackle. He can go around the ends. Like it. He reads the defense really well.
And they'll give it to him again, and he walks in. That looked easy. And it's a 2-score lead.
Look how he cuts and takes the blocks. Oh, look at that. He got me on that. He got me on that. That play gets me. He got me on that play.
I mean, just an incredible play by Haskins. Great blocking at the point of attack.
Remains in the game. They'll give it to him. Haskins, touchdown over.
He had me on the hurdle, dude. This guy does everything. How is he slipping?
Here they go.
Look at the jump. He can jump too. He does everything.
3 one-yard rushing touchdowns for the Michigan Wolverines. High formation. Haskins getting pushed forward. No signal. Touchdown.
I love it.
At the very end, they give it to.
Oh, you're Ohio State
And this
guy.
handoff goes to Haskins. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is how legends are.
Okay. Well, what can you say? What can you say? The guy's good. What's going on? I don't know if there are Jeff Gunter highlights, which is ridiculous. There's no Jeff Gunter highlights. I think there's Kyler Gordon, though. You could tell I was doing my homework, right? The fact that Kyler Gordon popped up, that shows you what I've been up to. It shows you the fact that it popped up is evidence that I am not lying to you. I watched tape. Because why do you think Kyler Gordon popped up when I was looking for a guy named Jeff Gunter? I'll look at Kyler Gordon.
Hey, parents, over
I know
here.
you guys love Kyler Gordon.
Let me show you why us kids love playing Prodigy Map.
I gotta watch the ad? No.
Trying to run for a short first down. And inside the 10 now.
Kyler Gordon.
Pass. He delivers. That's caught at the 10.
Safety and Bookie Radley Howells.
Blackman hit as he threw it. Debut on defense. Play action throw. Nice spot down the seam. Akeem Hayes. Fumble.
Kyler Gordon
Scooped up.
caused the fumble.
What a play right here. We asked Butch Jones, hey, what are your keys going into this game?
Garbers to the sideline, and it's intercepted by Kyler Gordon.
Wow.
An out route from the far hash. The ball has to travel quite a way.
And this time it is Moore who cuts it back and would have gained. Garbers. And Crawford.
Wow.
Garbers with time. Launches sideline. Intercepted again.
On the extension. Look at
Kill. Garbers throws it to him. Moore, can he get there?
I'd love to see him be able to make passing decisions down the field, so like this.
Shallow cross to Chase Cota, who made it
5. Arizona 3 of 8 on third down. Barry Joyner again out of the Wildcat. Gives it to Rocker. Bounces to the outside, and that's going to be another.
Third down and 3. McKee to throw. And it is broken up. First third down of the drive. Stafford's in a fullback. Daniels to pass, and he is going to chuck it out of the back. Lewis, and he throws, and it's incomplete for Chase Henry. And they give it to Smith, and Smith hit and drop behind the line. Brandon Lewis throws short for Russell, makes the catch, has the ball not free. It's on the.
All right. Let me stop sharing. I don't know why I'm talking like this all of a sudden. I want a guy who causes turnovers. I want a guy who can tackle. You know what I mean? Yeah, if we watch Stringley highlights, it's going to be from 2019, though, Jay. So this is what we might as well watch Otten, too. Sleeper tight end from Washington. Kyler and McCreary are my favorite cornerbacks in this draft, no doubt. Otten, what's his first name? Are we having fun? Okay. He's still here, so you guys must be having fun. Always amazes me. Okay. I mean, my wife married me, and she's confused by it. She goes, "These guys hang out with you all night?" Okay. I'm kidding. My wife loves me. Okay. Who are we looking for? We're looking for Otten. Let's see if that's enough. Otten highlights. Nope. I'm gonna need his first name. Otherwise, I'm gonna play Cotton Eye Joe for you. It's a really good song. Okay, so we're waiting for Rusty Spurner. Okay, it's Cade Otten. Okay, you gotta hurry up because I'm losing people now. People are leaving me. They're leaving our little show here. Okay, here we go. Cade Otten highlights. There we go. Cade Otten highlights. Anything that specifically says it? Okay, let's watch them. Let's see what he does. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sharing it with you. I actually have to share screen so you can see it. Okay, so here we go. Share screen with sound. Oh, okay. Share screen with sounds. Boom, boom. Got it. And here we go. Guys, Cade Otten.
Away. Scrambling. Fires. Caught. Otten. Touchdown, Washington.
If you're going to go for the go-ahead score to win this game, you got to go to the tight end. Otten. He's the impact player for a reason.
Like a streak of light, he arrives just in time.
What was that?
A bounce line there. Browning taking a shot. Has his man. And it's caught. Well done by Cade Otten.
A throw. One take of Eason. Down the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Eason to Otten.
Reaction to the groove. Morris Otten. Touchdown.
Outstanding. Runs away from the pocket, throws, has Cade Otten.
Here they come. Morris skips it away, and it's caught. Down near the
129 yards. There's a little flush out to the outside. Play action produced. Eason giving ground, throws the screen, and he's got it across the 40-yard line for Otten, who's stuck out by the pressure from the middle from the Washington defensive front. There's the safety blitz. The answer is in pass. It's complete from Cade Otten.
Receivers to the right side. Morris across the middle. First down. They're fighting for.
Backside blitz coming, and Browning still gets rid of it. And Jay Dodd turns into a big play.
Morris, first down into Utah territory now.
Double arigato, Mr. Roboto. Double arigato, Mr. Roboto. Double arigato, Mr. Roboto. Pota Bobagage. And there you have it. Cade Otton, ladies and gentlemen. Rusty Spooner turns us on to yet another player. And that is a good question. That is a very good question. Can he block? The thing about highlights is highlights are like everything else. It's meant to get views, right? Everything is, they want to get views. So you have to understand that in order to do that, you have to show what people want to see and what's going to catch their attention. So they're going to show the big catches. Now, there are sites, and maybe we'll be able to find it, that it's not views, there's a passion, right? Like where they end up getting views because there's a percentage of people out there that want to see everything, that really want to see the film. And there's just so many college players that sometimes you just don't find it on someone. Gotta say good night. A C draft because you didn't redeem yourself with guard, and I would never take Lindenbaum in the top 20. Okay. All right. Good night, my friend. I hope you at least before the draft enjoyed the show and enjoyed the guest. And I hope I kept you entertained. Thanks for staying on so long, Gitmo. Your support means a lot to me. I appreciate you as a viewer of the channel. You've been amazing. So thank you. Good night, my friend. And I'll see you later in the week. Yeah, look, of course. I mean, we're looking at everyone. There's definitely going to be a list. They're going to look at his blocking too. And I don't know if he's going to the Senior Bowl. But look, it's like you look at highlights of players and it gets exciting, right? And it's all about translation to the NFL. It's like, is he gonna be able to, the speed wise, strength wise, is it gonna translate? But it's not like he's not playing against good competition. So, I mean, he's playing against big, strong guys and everything. Next week, well, maybe not next week, maybe on the weekend at some point when he sends it to me, I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to play J. Cole's footage. So we're going to get to one of our very own guys, and one of our very own Jets fam guy who's here with us every day on all of the channels. He's here on Green Bean. He's watching me. He's always there. One of our very own is going to send me his high school tape, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the tape, and it's going to be good. I appreciate that. I always forget to do things like that. Yeah, please throw me a like. I got to say that sooner. Please throw me a like. Please, if you haven't subbed, if anyone's watching and haven't subbed, if you like it at all, I'm not going to tell you to sub if you don't like me, but I will say, if you like it, sub. And I want you to know that there's going to be good things that come out of subbing to my channel. And that is that when I get to 300, I'm going to give away 3 t-shirts, one from Green Bean, one from Brian from 24/7, and one from Matt O'Leary. It's going to be Boycott the Beat, which is a shirt where money goes to St. Jude charity. And when I get to 500, I'm going to give out 5 Boycott the Beat shirts. So even more money is raised for St. Jude. And if I reach 500 subs by April 30th, which is just a ridiculously aggressive thing, but you never know, I'm going to add on to that and do an additional $100 donation to St. Jude. So even if you hate my guts and you hate the content, you can help a good cause by giving me the sub. So what we really need is a Von Valkenburg highlight video. I can't find one. I looked too after the Green Bean show, Iowa Jets fan. I looked as well, and I could not find it. When Green Bean asked for it, I thought I was going to be the hero that found it, and I could not find a thing. So it's frustrating. All of my Hawkeye friends are, well, Hawkeye fans. So I'll tell you how we could do it, you know. It would take a lot of work, but you can find a lot of footage about I'm going to find a lot of footage on him, like the team, and get team highlights of games and just do it ourselves, like record all those little pieces. You're awesome, fam, Jeremy. Thank you, my friend. You're awesome too. Love you, Rusty. But hey, everyone seems to be, it's midnight, past midnight there by you. It's even getting late here by my standards after 9 because I have to set up breakfast for the kids, which means getting up at a ridiculously early hour that I don't even want to say out loud. So I'm going to sign off. You know, I usually will pop out on Friday with a mock draft. So assuming nothing goes wrong and everything is, and I'm feeling good on Friday, keep your eyes open. If you want to check on tomorrow or, you know, Friday morning or during the afternoon, check out the channel because I'll set it up ahead of time so you'll see it being advertised, you know, whatever, you know, however that works. You'll see, like, when you look at your home screen, upcoming videos, you'll see my bald head cartoon avatar thing. So good night, J. Cole. Good night, SG. I appreciate everyone. Iowan, Jeff fan, I didn't know you were here. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that was here. Appreciate all your support. Until next time, be well, take care of yourself, be safe, and I am out. A 1-15 team takes a running back. You just took your franchise quarterback. You had a running back. And I'd be pissed if I was a Jacksonville fan. I love that, talking about Green Bean. He'll never find out. Believe me, nobody knows better what it looks like when an organization is about to go to shit than a New York Jet fan. And Justin Fields proved that he can hold it together. He can regroup. It's okay if he struggles. And we got a big game against the Eagles, and maybe you need some energy, so wake up! We have every right to expect the Jets to win. Rich Cimini, schmuck, putz,